going over one of my favorite judo sweeps. So this is going to be a back trip. So we're going to work on some ways to get to the back trip off of an underhook and inside wrist roll. It's really one of my favorite takedowns. It's very versatile, can be used in many different situations, but I'm just going to show you how I get to it from the open. When I'm doing my back sweep, one of my favorite things to do is focus on hand fighting. If I can control someone's wrist, I feel very comfortable doing foot sweeps on them. So the first grip I'm going to go for in my back sweep is an outside wrist. So I'm going 4 fingers over the top and grabbing. As I grab, I pull the wrist to me and I throw my elbow inside. As I throw my elbow inside, I release the wrist and come in as I break to the corner. When I break to this corner, I want to be facing the same direction as my partner, right? So I can start almost running with them while grabbing the hip. So kind of in fluid motion, it comes 1, 2. From here, I'm really powerful. I pull him to me with the hip. At the same time, I push off my back leg and I sweep. So on this sweep, I'm coming here kind of like our traditional foot sweep, like a Diashi Barai or a Kuriashi Barai, where I'm crossing my center lane. So as I come here, I'm going to cross here. So I'm reaching and trying to make contact with the bottom of my foot as it crosses my support leg. In this sweep, you're going to make contact with the thigh first, but you're going to ignore it and continue reaching for the back leg. This plays a really good role if someone decides that they're going to lift their near leg in an attempt to avoid the foot sweep. So when they lift their near leg, you're actually aiming far back leg, so you're still going to catch. So it goes inside wrist rolls, same direction, sweep the leg out. One thing I would like to bring up is I have a static partner right now, and when we're doing this drill live, most of the time your partner won't stay static. They're going to try and clear to the front. So as I'm coming in here and going for this hip, they're going to clear around the front and start trying to face me, right? They want to return to this status quo. So a lot of the times when I perform this sweep live, I never actually am able to secure this grip here. When I'm going live, I reach for it, and then I go for the sweep as they clear. And since they are clearing quickly in front, I'm still able to catch the sweep. Additionally, to the addition, this can be used for the underhook for the same purpose, but the seatbelt grip is much stronger, so I tend to shoot there first and underhook if I can't. Fun move, give it a try.
Ankle pick from a collar tie. First things first, I'm entering my collar tie safely. Because I'm gonna be collar tying with my lead leg hand, I'm gonna do this by first taking bites up the arm. 2 hands on one wrist, elbow pointing in. Now if she shoots, I can feel everything coming with my forearm. Second is that I'm gonna get my hand, my palm to her armpit versus her elbow where her whole arm will move. This is gonna move her whole body. My goal is to get her back leg forward so that I'm not shooting across her body and I'm not shooting to her back leg. So I do that by circling and changing my level at the same time. My next goal is to get her head to her knee to run through this. So from here, pull and drop my level at the same time, and I'm gonna use that strong forearm frame to shove across as I drop my pinky to the mat. One more time. Wrist, collar, inside tie, pull and drop, and shove through, moving her ankle past my hip line.
On today's Pick Your Poison, we're going to show you how to force your partner to choose between getting guillotined or their back taken when we snap them down to the front headlock position. So I've snapped my partner down and captured him in the front headlock position. From here, he can use his hands defensively to either protect his neck, stop the go behind, or he can start to try to build his base up off of the mat. But he can't protect against all 3 at once. So what I'm going to do to get him to react is I'm going to connect my hands under my partner's chin and put guillotine pressure. From here, if he brings his hands up defensively to protect the neck, I do a snap, place my hand in the armpit to prevent him circling towards me, and I go behind my partner and get to go behind. If I catch my partner to front headlock, I apply that guillotine pressure, but he defends against the go behind by building his base up or either sticking out his arm on either side to try to block me. That's my cue to go for the guillotine. When I feel that, I know his hands aren't protecting his neck, so I sit in, sliding my knee into the stomach, my leg over the back, and I finish my guillotine right there.
So I'm going to pull double sleeve. The nice thing about pulling double sleeve is I can use both my feet, right? Because I have control of both her hands. So in this case, I'm gonna pull my foot on the hip. I'm going to bring my foot inside and step on her bicep so I can cut an angle and set up my lasso guard. When I have my lasso, I have to switch my hip positioning to the other side. See how I did that? So I'm here in the regular lasso, and now I'm going to go into something that, well, Natieli calls it a deep lasso. So I'm still stepping on the spider here and switching my hips. When I do that, sometimes they want to grip, you know, your pant here, so I break that grip and make sure I got an even deeper angle on the lasso. Look how I'm really pulling on her sleeve here. I have to make sure she cannot roll that hand out of here, this one, right? So when I'm sure I have her whole body and her posture's already broken, I bring my shin on shin. I start elevating and I just flip her over her head like a balloon sweep. In this case, when I'm coming up, I have two options. I can submit, right? So I come up with my shin on her bicep. See, it's a bicep slicer, so I'm gonna be really nice here, but it hurts. So as I come up, she will tap here. In the case that I cannot do this because it's illegal or whatever, I will clear it, come up to a kesagatame so I can control this elbow, and then really put a lot of pressure here on my side control. So that's what we have.
So if I start gripped up with Carla and I pull to De La Hiva, I can use 2-on-1 here to break her grip and control the ankle on this side. I'm pushing and pulling, I'm working my De La Hiva, maybe I'm not finding what I want. I can take this hand off of her ankle, pass it in front of her shin, and use that to start changing my angle. I'm gonna take this De La Hiva leg, step that foot in her armpit, and finish changing the angle. I should be looking the same direction as Carla is. From here, I'm gonna chop her forward. Maybe I sweep her, maybe that's awesome, maybe not. And as I come forward, I need to pinch and log roll through. I'm gonna continue holding the sleeve really tight so she doesn't get out and take my back. I can sit my hip to the mat and reach over to land in side control. Or if I don't feel stable there, I can hold on to the sleeve, pass this top leg around her head, catch with my knee and my thigh under her head on this side, square up, use this free hand to pull up her head, put the triangle on, and finish.